Well, fresh record highs coming in for HCL Tech after the company last week itself did announce an upward revision to the revenue and EBIT margin guidance, and today the company has announced acquisition of DWS, which is an Australian-based IT services company. DWS in fact is listed in Australia, and the company provides a wide range of IT services including digital transformation, IT business and management consulting services, data as well as business analytics, robotic process automation services. The company has a fairly wide and diverse presence across verticals, and also the customer base of DWS is fairly diverse or different versus HCL Tech. And what this acquisition would do, in fact, it will give access and further enhance HCL Tech presence in Australia and New Zealand, and also give huge amount of access to a diverse customer profile, and also enhance HCL Tech's presence across the key verticals where DWS is present in. In fact, if you look at the announcement, HCL Tech mentioned that as of FY20, the revenue of DWS stood at 168 Australian dollars, and also the intent is to acquire the shares at $1.2 per share, which is nearly around a 33% premium to the Friday's closing price of DWS. The transaction is implying a PE multiple of nearly around 21x. It is for a total cash consideration, and the equity payout is seen at 158 Australian dollars. The acquisition would of course require the approval of DWS shareholders. Besides that, in fact, if you look at HCL Tech, a lot of they have been announcing, they also announced rather last time that they're seeing a huge amount of demand coming in, and also they're seeing a good revenue momentum across vertical service lines and across geographies, along with good deal momentum across the areas wherein they are present. In fact, ET now also spoke to the management of HCL Technologies, and management stated that HCL Tech has established strong digital transformation services in Australia, and this acquisition would in fact help them further by strengthening its presence in Australia and New Zealand. In fact, management stated that Australian IT services spend is somewhere around $35 billion, and the company has the capability, in fact, to capture a higher share of market in the entire IT services space, in the entire digital services space rather. They also stated that HCL has a healthy split across verticals, especially present in telecom, banking, equipment, and also post-COVID, we're already seeing a huge tailwind for the adoption of technology, modernization of digital services. Management stated that the company believes in capturing higher share of expanding market in digital services, and that HCL Tech has already been seeing or growing higher than the industry average across geographies and including Australia itself. They're also stating that they are believing the growth rate in digital services is likely to be much bigger. Financial services vertical, of course, is seeing a huge amount of growth, and it is the leader in terms of growth. But along with that, they're also seeing huge demand coming in life sciences and healthcare vertical, telecom and communication, as well as the government vertical, or rather from the government services. In fact, IIFL mentioned today that this transaction, which is seen completing around December 2020, would contribute nearly around 1.2% to HCL Tech FY22 revenue. The transaction in fact would be helping expand HCL Tech presence primarily in BFS, which is the banking financial services and government defense space. So in all, a fairly win-win situation for HCL Tech. It will also have the potential to give upscale and cross-scale upselling and cross-selling opportunities to HCL Technologies. Do note that the stock has already hit record highs or fresh record highs in today's trade, and in fact we're also seeing some of the stocks like Infosys, Mindtree getting fresh record highs in trade, along with the IT services back again, showing huge amount of positive signs as well. And do know that CLSA as well as Morgan Stanley has recently stated HCL Tech as one of the top pick.